So hello everyone and welcome to our new show called More Than a Podcast. Here we're going to invite different people from our school in order to let them tell their stories which might inspire or motivate you. My name is Dina and I'm a member of NISA Press and I'm very excited to introduce our very first guest, Ms. Damesh. Woo! So Ms. Damesh, can you please tell some general information about yourself?
So I'm Damesh and I'm teaching English for DP students at the moment, and this is my 8th year at the school. I'm 28 years old already, and I'll be turning 29 very soon. Yeah, so pretty much I spent half of my life here.
So what do you like the most about our school?
My favorite part of the school are students. And also I really do like the diploma program.
Oh, really? Why?
I think first of all, everyone goes crazy about its rigorous academic part. And I personally like it for its core elements, TOK, extended essay and CAS, because I feel like those are the true, real things that teach students a lot of things like diligence, resilience, being able to handle their emotional state, learning to motivate themselves to finish the work even though they don't like it or they hate it, maybe despise it. So that's why I really do like it. And also the experience is so big and nothing depends on the teacher, so it lets to develop a special bond between teachers and students.
Oh, so when I was choosing the guests for our first show, I asked some guys from student council who is the best teacher in their opinion, or like who is the most exciting one, and the majority of students answered like Ms. Damesh is the best and I love Ms. Damesh. So what do you think are the qualities that a teacher should have in order to be liked by students?
Okay. Well, I think that partially the thing that they like me is that, I still get flattered every single time someone tells me that my students like me. And I think that partially it's because I'm too lucky to have cool students. But I think that the utmost condition for having a good relationship with your students is to, by default, thinking that they're capable. If you believe that they're capable, despite whatever you might hear about them from the other teachers, and if you approach them with respect that every human being deserves, then I think that already gives you like around the 30% of chances that you will be in very good relationship with them. And then I think it's a healthy relationship of when when you can joke with them, or but still assess them as they deserve. And also I think that you have to not only respect them only because they're human beings, but also you have to understand that even though their difficulties and challenges seem not very serious to you because you're an adult, you still have to understand that for them they're very, very serious. So when I say respect, I mean that, like taking them very seriously.
Okay, so in continuation of our topic about school, what do you like the least about NISA?
Well, at the moment, I really don't like the canteen because it's only been 4 days and it's not really impressing me. I think that the school has been seeing a lot of challenges, especially this year, with all the changes, and I feel like the thing that I hate about the being in Nazarbayev schools is the how close we are located to the management company, and then they just can't stop getting into our work process. I don't really like that. I feel like they don't take into account many of the nuances, but I might be affected by the fact that I am a teacher and they're top management, so they're by cliche, well, not by cliche, but by default, there has to be some conflict between, the top management and the employees. So I really don't like that.
So you said that you very like our students. Do you want to have your own children?
At the moment, no, and I'm not even planning. I'm not intending. There are no kids in my priority plan for at least the next decade. But I do, at the same time, I don't want to say no. I'm very child-free because I realized that even a person can change in 2 years. So I don't want to be the one who like has a promise and then breaks it. Mm-hmm. But at the moment, no. Nuh-uh.
Okay, so what was your childhood like?
Well, it was very not. Why not? It was not. It did not involve a lot of internet because there was no internet when I was a child, and most of my time I spent on the streets, not like in terms of like fighting or like being a thug in your childhood, but just playing around because we never had any entertainment in the house. So you had to be outside and playing in teams and stuff like that to like not to die out of boredom.
So have you always wanted to become a teacher?
Not really. I went for my bachelor degree only because I had a scholarship, and well, maybe it's a shame, but it was not like a mindful choice to be a teacher until I finished my second internship at school. And when I finished that, I thought, well, it's not very bad as I thought, and maybe it deserves a second chance. So, and then I got sort of like a confirmation after I finished my internship in a whole because I really liked it. So I was like, okay, so maybe if I don't find a job as a translator, then maybe I can be a teacher. It doesn't sound very bad.
So what were your hobbies or interests?
When I was a student, I really was into learning Spanish. And well, but I call it my lifetime procrastination because I've been learning Spanish for 10 years now. No, maybe even for like 11 or 12 years now. And then I really do like creativity part of Kaz, and I really do like creating. So I like drawing, and then 5 years ago I discovered that I'm not very bad at sports, and then I really developed a liking into high intensive training, yoga, running. Yeah, but unfortunately the time does not let you have a lot of hobby.
No. Yeah. Okay. So you remember last time we met, you told that Kazakhstan is running out of water. So what are your predictions about our future? Well,
in one of the papers I read, they were talking about the shortage of drinking water in Kazakhstan that people will face in around 20 years or 30 years in 2050s. But if you travel a little bit further beyond Astana, you will already see lots of villages where there will be people and they will be selling water, drinking water. And I think it's one of the problems that no one really expects to have. I mean, in Kazakhstan, because like right now, you don't seem to know anyone who's dying out because they don't have any water. But I know that it will turn into a problem because we run low on natural drinking water resources. And we are very far from any water supplies. And I mean, the global issue of having no drinking water will end up affecting Kazakhstan too because we are part of the world. Yeah, but I really want to, I'm very pessimistic, which is something that I don't really like. And I feel like, all the smart brains will leave Kazakhstan. Even when the governing body changes, it's not going to change into something very, different from the previous one, or that we will stop, being in a the low list of the people who keep plagiarizing or like good education. But I really want to think that I may be mistaken and I'm not very good at predicting things about Kazakhstan's future.
So don't you think that our students are going to change Kazakhstan?
Oh, I really do believe that diploma students that I have seen are going to change. But I hope that they're going to change the world, not only Kazakhstan. The trick is that you have to think about the global scale, not the local scale.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that they're very capable.
As we've touched the topic of geography, can you please share your opinion on the books about precolonial countries? Why did you like them, and why did they interest you?
Well, I think that I probably defined the list of literature that I like to you wrong, because they are all from post-colonial countries, and I think that they appeal to me because we are also post-colonial country, and also a professor that I had at Indiana University had a very big impact on me, because her course was called The World Literature, and then we've taken around, I think, 8 books in one semester that were all written by post-colonial authors, and the books were talking about how even after very long time, after colonies are given independence, they're still struggling with its consequences. So, and reading about them is really, I would say, mesmerizing, because it's just like if you think that you know the consequences of being colonized, your thinking is wrong, because those books, they open the very little nuances that you would never imagine would be a part of, the aftermath of being a colonial country. That's why I like them. Yeah.
Okay, and the most interesting question for me, what is Damesh Depreciation Day? I used to see on Adil's and Jamila's Instagram accounts.
Well, it's a joke, and I think it's a joke that part of the school coordinators and part of the DP year 2 students are enjoying a lot, only because they can, they don't get restricted to do that. I think it's because there is nothing really to tell about it. We have Gauhar Appreciation Day on Fridays, and then they started thinking then why not have Damesh Depreciation Day on Mondays? So they have it. It's not like I support it.
But why is Gauhar Appreciation and Damesh Depreciation?
I don't know. Well, I want to say that's probably because of my depressive nature, but I feel like Miss Gauhar is as depressive as I am, so I don't really know.
Okay. And so what advice would you give our school community?
At the moment, I'm having a phase of life where I understand that not the validation given to you by anyone else, be it your mother, be it your significant other, or your teacher or friends, identifies what person you truly are. So I would tell them that you have to learn right now very hard lesson that in the end, it's all about you. If you screw it up for yourself. And no one needs your achievements as much as you do. So that will be the first thing that I want everyone to learn. That if you're doing something, you're doing it for yourself. The bad thing, the good thing, doesn't matter. The second thing is that regardless how much you appreciate someone's opinion, their opinion or validation of you does not tell you about you. You know yourself. So those are the 2 things that are really important at the moment.
Okay, so thank you so much, Ms. Damesh, for the interview. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel and follow Ms. Damesh on Instagram and other social media.
Don't do that.
Okay, see you next week.